where superheroes meet high fashion. In conjunction with the Red 5 Network, we're proud to present comics and cosmetics.
She's super magical, super powerful, super hot, and she's the current Sorcerer Supreme. Buckle up, nerdlings, because today we're diving in to Dr. Clea Strange. What is up, nerdlings, and welcome back to my channel! If you're new, welcome. I'm Danny Sansasi, licensed cosmetologist and registered super nerd, and this is Comics and Cosmetics, the channel where I talk about whatever nerdy topic I've been obsessing about that week while doing my makeup at the same time, while you watch. Before we go any further, I just want to say we are so close to 500 subscribers. I'm so excited. We are now officially on the countdown to 500. And I might do something kind of special, like a big giveaway when we hit 500 subscribers. So welcome all you new nerdlings to the Nerdling Army. I know I've been gone a few weeks. I had to take a break, guys. I needed a break. I was tired, and I'm tired. But I'm back. Did you miss me? I know you did. I miss you too. This week, as I told you, from the future, we're talking about the new Doctor Strange, Dr. Clea Strange. Before we get started, make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with another one of these magnificent videos. Clea Strange first appeared in November of 1964, created by Steve Ditko and the man, Stan Lee himself. This was Strange Tales number 126. And she didn't have a name yet. No, she was just mysterious woman with the crazy curly silver hair that Strange had to keep rescuing. Have you noticed a pattern with some of these female supers in the 60s? She's not human. She is what is known as a faultine. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's fine. It's fine. The faultine are like other dimensional energy beings. In fact, her mother, Umar, is the sister of Dormammu. And her father, Orimi, was his top guy and is the son of the original king of the Dark Dimension. So not only is she the granddaughter of the original king of the Dark Dimension, she's the niece of the current and heir to the throne of the Dark Dimension. So she's a pretty strong, independent, magical woman. Okay? She was introduced when Dormammu was. And like I said, for several issues, she was just referred to as captive female. What every girl dreams of. Or mysterious silver-haired girl. I mean, I'd much rather prefer that. Like I said, her father was Dormammu's closest disciple, and it took 2 years for them to give her a name. Initially, her mother Umar was just like Dormammu, and she was always attacking Clea in the comics, like coming after her to get to Doctor Strange. So it was super weird when it was revealed that Umar was her mom. Like, dude, that was your mom?
Oh no!
I'm so... Have you been in therapy? Like, how much have you spent in therapy? That's her mom.
What?
So, Strange returns home after a battle with Baron Mordo, and he's summoned by the Ancient One. So the Ancient One tells him of the new threat, the dread Dormammu. The Ancient One tells him that Dormammu wants to come to our dimension and enslave it, like everyone and everything. And the Ancient One tells him that even the Ancient One can't defeat him. Okay. So after telling him, like, even I can't defeat him, he transports him to the Dark Dimension. Like, well, I can't do it, so good luck. I hate bosses like that. So when Strange is making his way through the Dark Dimension, he's observed by a very powerful being, a woman with crazy curly silver hair, and she's super impressed. So while this super powerful silver-haired foxy lady is observing him and becoming super impressed, Doctor Strange meets the dread Dormammu. And Dormammu is so super overconfident that he's going to defeat this little upstart that's jumped into his area, that he lets him take a little break. He's like, it's cool, dude. Why don't you let's just take a beat. Let's take a break. Grab a smoke. Maybe get a snack. Have a Coke. Maybe go drink a beer. Chill out for a minute. And I will kill you after that. Okay? Okay. What could go wrong? While they're taking their little breather, the woman comes up and she's like, look, I know Dormammu is an asshole, okay? He's a dick. Everybody knows it. But he's our leader, and he's actually been protecting us, and he's the only thing that is keeping the barrier up and keeping the mindless ones out. Because not everyone who lives in the Dark Dimension is a total a-hole like Dormammu is. They're just like energy beings living their lives, going to work, feeding their children. And if he defeats Dormammu, that barrier falls down and the mindless ones come in and take over. So, can't do that. Well, this Avi puts Doctor Strange in a bit of a pickle, because if he saves his dimension, Earth, then he destroys this one. But if he saves this dimension, he destroys his. So he's like, what do I do? What do I do? Like, I know I'm here to protect Earth and my dimension, but this chick is super hot. Like, that hair's got me like, What do I do? Well, Strange decides he's got to look out for his own, and that most important to him right now is protecting Earth. So he has ultimately decided, I'm here to protect Earth. So him and Dormammu go back to fighting, and Dormammu expels more energy than he had anticipated, and the barrier starts to drop, and the mindless ones start to come in and attack people and take over. So Doctor Strange does what any good Avenger would do, and he actually helps Dormammu fight the mindless ones and push them back out and rebuild the barrier. Dormammu eventually yields. Dormammu's like, all right, you helped me out. You helped out these people, and that was super cool of you. So I yield. You win. Okay. But this hot chick with the silver hair, I'm a keeper. Yeah. In my silver-haired girl cage. He's like, she's a traitor. That's not okay. She knows better. But I promise to leave Earth alone. Okay? Well, Strange is like, that sounds like a really good deal, but I'm going to need you to let that hot chick go. Okay? And it took some doing, some convincing, but Strange actually convinces Dormammu to let her go. He's a really good doctor. Yes, he is. Good for you, Doctor Strange. Now, when he gets back from this adventure, the Ancient One then presents Doctor Strange with the famous Cloak of Levitation and the Eye of... Here's your prizes. Good job. Now, it wasn't until issue 146 where she gets a name. Her name is revealed as Clea. And she reveals this after helping Strange, fight off Baron Mordo and Dormammu. On several occasions. Like, she was always popping up and be like, hey, how you doing? Here to help. So, born in the dark dimension, as she was, to Umar, Phaultines have unlimited magical potential. Like, there's no end to the things that they can do. As I said previously, Rini's father, Clea's grandfather, was the original king of the Dark Dimension. And Umar, her mother, used to not be a psycho hose beast, but when she had Clea, she gave birth to her, it weakened her so much that it drove her into violent madness. Now, her father, Irini, raised her to be a disciple of Dormammu, Uncle Dormammu, Uncle Dorm. But that all changed when Stephen Strange, it kind of rhymes, entered the Dark Dimension, and Clea saw him, was super impressed, and was like, oh, check out the dude in blue. Never seen anyone like you in here before. After working together for some time, Strange develops feelings for her, which happens quite a lot in office relationships. But after every battle, she had to be whisked away or transport herself to another dimension to stay one step ahead of her mother Umar and her uncle Dorm. Eventually, Strange brought Clea to the Sanctorum in New York. And there she could study the mystic arts and, be safe. Chill out for a minute and not have to be constantly on the run from her, entire family. Man, that really sucks for her. It was while they were here that they went on many adventures together and eventually, as I'm sure you've guessed, fell in love. Now, after some time, she did want to return to the dark dimension after the disappearance of Dormammu so that she could, take the throne and the dark dimension could have like a legit leader that wasn't hell-bent on the destruction of, other dimensions and people. So she does go back and actually has to fight her mother for the throne. But she wins. Yay! And after she wins and takes the throne of the dark dimension, she banishes both her parents, Orini and Umar, to like a pocket dimension. She's like, bye, get out of here. You can't come back. You trouble. Okay. Toxic is toxic, whether we're related or not. You toxic. That would be handy. In Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme number 3, he finally professes his undying love to Clea. And they marry. Aww. But because she's basically an illegal alien, they can't legally get married. So they magically marry, and it entwines them, mystically speaking. So it bound them for eternity. So whatever happened to one would happen to the other. They even did this with their wedding ring. Notice I said ring because there's really only one wedding ring. It's just split in two to symbolize their eternal entanglement. Guess she never needed to check his phone. She just knew. It's one way to keep your eye on your man, I guess. Now, because Clea was the queen of the dark dimension, she was gone a lot. She had an entire dimension to run. She's a strong, independent career woman. She ain't got no time to babysit no man all day long. So she was gone a lot. Because of this, she many times asked Steven to annul their marriage so that he didn't have to deal with her being gone all the time. Or if something happened to her, she didn't want it to happen to him too. But he just couldn't do it. In 2019, Doctor Stephen Strange makes a deal with Mephisto makes a deal with him to remake the world, and in exchange, Stephen and Clea will forget each other completely. Like, their entanglement is removed, they're divorced, and it will be like they never met. Damn Mephisto. You really are the devil.
He's the devil, Bobby Boucher.
In 2021, we have the death of Doctor Strange. And this is a wild ass story. So, when Dr. Stephen Strange dies, Clea gets all her memories back. It all comes just rushing back to her, including the deal Stephen made with Mephisto.
It's the devil, Bobby Boucher.
The Avengers were facing off against these three very powerful other dimensional witches known as the three mothers, and no one could stop them. So these three mothers were trying to feed this peregrine child, this eldritch magic being, and they wanted to feed it magic, so it was kind of sucking magic, okay? And unbeknownst to everyone, Strange had taken out a little insurance policy on himself. But an insurance policy, when you're the Sorcerer Supreme, isn't, a lump sum of cash that you need to call J.D. Wentworth for.
877 cash now.
His insurance policy was he had saved a week of his life so that he could come back from the dead and do things like, solve his own murder and help save the world from other dimensional magical beings. So yeah, he saves a week of his own life just for this particular instance. And younger Strange comes back and solves his own murder. P.S. Caecilius did it.
That guy's always trouble.
He wanted to steal Doctor Strange's hands for their power. But younger Strange cast a healing spell on his hands, on the older Strange's hands, and the hands grow into Doctor Strange. So Caecilius has the hands and they turn into Doctor Strange. Dun dun dun! So the hands turn into modern Strange, thus killing Caecilius in the process. What a way to go. Talk about getting your comeuppance, huh? Well, then it's on to getting rid of this peregrine child. So then modern Strange is like, well, I guess I gotta do that too. God, I just can't leave for 5 minutes. So he defeats the peregrine child, but before he dies again, he makes Clea the Sorcerer Supreme. Not too shabby. Not bad for someone who started off as captive female. So yeah, now currently in Marvel Comics, Doctor Strange is now currently Dr. Clea Strange, Dr. Stephen Strange, on again, off again, wife, girlfriend, captive female. So she's been the supreme of the dark dimension. She's been the queen of the dark dimension. She's a Faltine from the dark dimension. Her powers include manipulation of magic, unlimited magical potential. That's pretty sweet. Transmutation, concussive magical blasts, and like I said, that unlimited magical potential, yeah, she can generate her own magical energy, which everyone else everywhere has to draw it from somewhere. She has greater strength and density than us mere humans here on Earth. There's no way of knowing how old she actually is, and she's so powerful that she once defeated Enchantress single-handedly in a magical duel. Wow. And her knowledge is so vast, it's almost immeasurable. So she's smart, she's beautiful, super powerful, super magical, and super hot. Hey there. I was really excited to see that they brought her in, played by the one, the only, my girlfriend, Charlize Theron. But I was super excited to see that they finally brought her into the MCU in one of the end credits scenes, or the mid-credits scene, if you will, of Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness. I'm very, very excited. I can't wait to see where they take it. And come on, Charlize Theron, thank you. And as I'm sure you could see, I have modeled my Clea look today after Clea's look in the mid-credit scene in Multiverse of Madness. So there you have it, nerdlings. That's all I have for you today on Clea Strange and my Clea Strange look. Nerdlings, if you'd like to support the channel, first make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Double check to make sure you're still subscribed, because sometimes the algorithm gives people the boot. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. If you'd really like to support the channel, though, after you've hit those buttons, hitting, words are hard, okay? If you'd really like to, the best way to support the channel is merch. Check it out. We have merch. We have coffee mugs. We have hoodies. We have t-shirts and baseball shirts. We have phone cases, laptop cases, pillows, wall art. We have so much I can't even list them all. So I'll just give you a link right there. That's the link to our TeePublic store. So if you'd like some merch and want to support the channel, hit that up right there. Or if you're interested, we have a Patreon. So check out our Patreon. There are extras, tutorials. You get merch every couple of months. It's pretty sweet. And if you sign up for the top tier, $25 a month, I will send you, on me 100%, on top of the goodies that you do get, I will send you a free shirt. So make sure you check that out. And remember, we are on the road to 500 subscribers now, so tell your friends, tell a Tubby, I don't care, tell a phone. But we're going to do a pretty big show when we hit 500 and maybe do some giveaways. Until then, nerdlings, I hope you have a wizard weekend, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.